waking up at 8 o'clock at night. It's 8:06 right now. Thursday, November 7th, 2024. Yeah, I think you can tell I just woke up, but I didn't, it's like, I was having nightmares, and then I fell asleep listening to Hassan Piker, and something he was playing when I woke up was like, made it sound like there were people in the fucking hallway. And then he starts talking about like the Kennedy curse and stuff. And I'm just like, well, I mean, is this why someone's doing some weird shit to me? I don't even know if it's like that Kennedy. There's like, but there's someone named Alice Kennedy. Back up the timeline in my family tree. And they've been saying like a bunch of weird shit there. Like Robert Kennedy was saying, like, as if I felt at some point like I was supposed to be like, hey man, stop it. And then you'd realize that he was actually like in your family or something. When he said that Jewish people and Chinese people had some different reaction to the fucking virus or whatever. And I could have been like, dude, I've been stuck inside for 4 years. What the fuck are you talking about? If I have some special immunity, I would love to know about it and how that happened. But, like, I don't think so, bro. Yes, it's like a Jewish Kennedy or something. I don't know, whatever. I mean, that's always a funny, like, essay you could write. Like, what makes you Jewish? When I did Ancestry.com and 23andMe, it came back, both of them came back as 50% Jewish. And I look at people I'm related to, and it says even like they're like 100% Jewish. It doesn't use some other designation like Russian or Ukrainian or Central European or like displaced or something. And maybe it should say displaced between Russia and the Levant area. Somewhere between there. You're a displaced person. I wasn't raised with like traditions. I didn't have a bat mitzvah, blah blah blah. I didn't learn Hebrew or Yiddish. Never went to temple. We celebrated Hanukkah 1 year, me and my dad. And he spoke in another language, and it must have been Hebrew. I think I said before that it was Yiddish or something, but I think Yiddish is like the colloquial fun. You use Hebrew for like special occasions or something. I don't even know that. Like, what makes you Jewish? Your face? And that's even like kind of racist. But yeah, my sister saying like burn the Jew with her fucking friends. And I mean, they had more, it was more than that. Like, they used to call me Lou the Jew or Julie. Like, and yeah, she thought it was supposed to be nice or some bullshit. She knows she's a bitch. We have different dads. So it's like somebody taught her when I was born to be weird with me about being Jewish. And it's something she's not. She took the same 23andMe DNA test. It came back saying she was my aunt. And we shared like 23% DNA. Make that fucking make sense. She's my half-sister. But whatever. It's like you go up these like... I think it's someone's natural instinct to go through a period of like genealogical research. Everybody wants to do that. You're sort of lucky that you could just keep filling in the bubbles, and Ancestry.com is going to like fill shit out for you. But yeah. Oh, and there was another thing, like maybe in the future, it's not about designing society, but like you can have a list of people that are within like a certain percentage of your DNA and like not fuck them. You know, avoid fucking like up through your like fourth cousin. Maybe smart, dumbass. Is it just me or did the fan get louder all of a sudden? I mean, I woke woke up from like having a nightmare, woke up to things I did not want to hear. I don't feel like I slept at all. My body still hurts just from like the little bit of like cleaning I did last night. There's no emails from management, but maybe that's fine, but maybe it's not, but maybe it's fine, but maybe it's not. I don't fucking know. There's someone doing this stupid fucking sound effect thing outside again. They're not playing music. And then I go to the bathroom and I come back out and my room just smells like weird. I'm sick of saying, because when I say it smells like weed, but it's not weed. And like weed wouldn't hurt me or make me feel sick or like do anything. I love cannabis. I am a cannabis medical patient. I should be able to have it even when I can't fucking afford it. Like I need it. So why do you keep making my room smell like weed? Because you want to be outside my fucking window being like, haha, we have some and you don't? But then it makes me feel sick. So it's like they're pushing something into my fucking room that like, because you can't get high from a smell. It doesn't make you high from the smell. You have to be like saturated with it. Like if you hotbox and you can see it in front of your face, the like vapor or whatever, that's the only way for you to get stoned from it. There's not enough of it to get into your system if you just smell it. So like what they're pushing something into my fucking room that like is covered with the smell of weed, but it's not weed. So and I just want to be able to describe it different because I feel like they're trying to ruin weed doing this thing. So it has some fucking stupid agenda about it. And then now for the last like 20 minutes or whatever, it smells like fucking, what, laundry? Like fabric softener or something. Oh my God, leave me the fuck alone. Just leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Find something else to do with your stupid fucking lives. Eight o'clock on a fucking Thursday. After the election and fuck Trump and like, go away. Someone's been trying to tell you can't live in your own fucking home for 4 years. Well, I'm supposed to hope a comet just wipes everything out so it's over? Oh my God, just leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, that is probably what some psychopath wants. They hated Portland, and they're annoying the shit out of you to try to make you hate it too. I hate them. They're probably not even fucking from here. Like, no one actually is from here. No one is actually fucking from Portland. I've lived here for over a fucking decade. I met 3 atheists and what, like 4 people that might have been, they came here when they were in high school or something, at best. They weren't like born here. Or at least that's what their stupid story was. You're right. Like, who knows what the fuck the truth was. Leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, to come back around to the Jewish thing. The whole thing since 2020 is like, you know, there was this Nazi cop named Mark Kruger. He only just fucking retired in 2020. Was like nailing Nazi memorabilia to trees or some crap. It's, you know, publicly accessible news. You can Google it. And then sometimes around, like, I think 2014, 2013, I was working somewhere and someone drew, like, a pink swastika outside of my work. I still have that picture. I did not think of it anymore. Like, it was also in pink chalk. Something about it being in pink chalk. And it was kind of like, it's like some kid did this and they're dumb. A couple years later, like, after I stopped working in that area, somebody cut 2 people's throats on the fucking Max. Well, 3 people. 2 people died on the Max train after he was, like, harassing some girls wearing not burqa. It's just the head. They were wearing, like, head wraps, but I forget what it's called right this second. I'm sleepy. Like, just giving them shit for being, like, different. Yeah, to me, it's, like, the same as being punk. Like, you wear whatever the fuck you want. You don't give people shit about what they're wearing. Unless it's, like, a Nazi armband, and then you can look at them funny. And that's, like, the only thing. Yeah, it's almost to the point where it's, like, some people are, like, pretending to be Nazis because they think it bothers you and they don't give a fuck. And they, like, turned into Nazis. But in their mind, they're just making, like, a stupid joke. Because they don't care. I should take a shower. When my hair gets, like, stringy, I should take a shower. I just have to do all my laundry by hand, so it's a pain in the ass to change your clothes every single day. No, anyone in the entire universe. Like, even if, like, you shouldn't be able to hear me. I've gone over this over and over again. You shouldn't be able to hear me. Someone is deliberately, like, doing something so they could hear me if you could hear me right now. And then, even if you could hear somebody, like, you're walking down the sidewalk and you hear somebody from, like, an open window or whatever, you walk on by! You mind your own fucking business. You get a fucking life and you live your own life. The idea that you're, like, a doll in a display case to people or something, like, that's why it's like, just send a comet. Because none of these people will ever stop. They're morons or something. I don't know what the fuck. They want to pretend that you're something you're not. It amuses them. Like, take the stupid girl, make her think she's a queen. And we'll pretend to be, like, listening to her, but, like, we'll make fun of her the whole time. She's not a queen. Nothing she says matters to us. But it's about, like, making her think that she's something she's not because we hated her guts. And then we can act like, oh my God, she's so dumb she thinks she's a queen. When they were, like... I'm saying that specifically because my sister sent me mail once and addressed it to, like, Her Honorable Majesty. Like, what the fuck is this? I mean, that's, like, why I'm using that specific fucking example. I don't do royalty shit. Like, I'm an American. You fucking, like, the fuck? Like, if there's some kind of identity about Americans that was worth jack shit, it's like, we don't do this king shit here. Yeah, the parts about being an American that was worth anything. Just the good stuff. Without the genocide, the capitalistic corruption, the wars, the infiltration of other fucking countries and instilling like bad leaders, the war on drugs, the conservatism, you know, just like put that all to the side for a second. What's worth a damn? We don't do this king shit. We have the Statue of Liberty. Eleanor Roosevelt helped write the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. 75, 76, 77 fucking years ago. The times, well, you could say the times we have done, like, oh yay, the Americans arrived and liberated the Nazi camp. But there's like this pattern of like you're scared of the Americans because they bombed the place. I was watching something about the Cambodian genocide, talking to somebody who said like their parents had to live through this, and like it was even from their perspective too. Like this was like validated by a real person or something. That there's a pattern of like the Americans bombing a place, and then they're also the ones that come liberate it. And like you should notice that. So I'm not sure that you can put that fully on the list of like good stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, even so, like the people that had to go through Ellis Island and prove take a test to prove they could be a citizen, that's not necessarily the nicest thing to do. And isn't it weird? There's like the quote unquote outsider. We used to talk about this in college. Like, the outsider knows more than the insider does. The insider took it for granted. The outsider that had to learn English knows English better than the native speaker. It's like a common thing. It must be true about every language. But you live here, so this is the perspective you get. What else was like worth a damn? The times and when people ever rose up, like the spirit of revolution, the spirit of liberation, the slaves ever like escaping from their slave masters, Harriet Tubman. Like I don't know another country that has a story of like fuck slavery like that. I must never have heard it. Sometimes I think that's why people want to stomp America down, like the world over, because you set an example of like fuck slavery, and they want to do slavery. Yeah, it's not just like the war stories and the capitalism and it's that's part of it too, and you're gonna end up enslaved because like you forgot about, or you didn't care about like Black Lives Matter or something. You just didn't give a fuck. So we're all gonna be screwed because like you lose that history if you don't give a fuck. Yeah, my room keeps shifting with smell. That is like, what the fuck is that? Like it's not fresh air. It's like somebody's taking like a laundry thing and shoving it into your window. It making you choke on something. If you could like have the wind blow through so hard it like hits them in the face. You can't have a spirit. Like, they have tortured me with shit for 4 years. Whoever the fuck has been around this building and inside this building. So to act like somehow you're being a bitch, they either, like, what, you just showed up and you're doing the same things that whoever the fuck used to be here did that was, like, being cruel to me? How is that possible when none of this shit happened before 2020? I'm so sick of this crap. And it's like wasting your life every day. Just leave me the fuck alone. This shit. Like, whoever that fuck... It's like they were just sitting on the end of the fucking block this whole time. With their fucking friends. And they're gonna rev their stupid fucking engine. You could follow them with a satellite. You could see if they've been circling the block over and over again for 4 years. Or if they're about to just poison my apartment now in a few seconds with some kind of pollution. Because that's happened plenty of fucking times. How long will it take them to go through the fucking intersection? And growl at me like a fucking psychopath. I don't owe anybody anything. I don't know anyone that even owns a motorcycle, okay? Point blank, period. So, like, it's just total stranger assholes. Over and over again for 4 fucking years. And that wasn't even, that was like a 5 out of 10. Yeah, it's been way worse. There's like, what they want. Well, this is what PTSD is. Yeah, cool. Constantly illustrating the point to people that did it to you in the first place. They don't even fucking care. Yeah, the only thing I can link, like, that feels like weird about motorcycles is a kid who had a birthday, like, his birthday was like the 24th of December or something. Mine's the 25th. He was younger than me, and he also was from the area of Massachusetts I was from. And I didn't even know, like we didn't talk. I remember like one conversation with him in Copenhagen. I don't remember what it was about. He was like, I just remember him being, he was nice. I didn't know him. And I didn't realize that we were from the same area. And that when he graduated and he went back home, he got killed in a motorcycle accident. That, you know, that's really, it's sad. And like, there's that, and there's another kid that had a motorcycle accident. He was from an older grade. He actually was kind of a dick in school. But, like, clearly, like, matured and shit. I mean, getting in an accident like that did something to him. And he started doing, like, murder ball, like, para-Olympic sports. Like, I mean, he's, like, still really tough and resilient and all the good shit. He has, like, a good story, you could say, like, in terms of, like, overcoming obstacles. Like, but, like, I barely knew him. Anything else that has anything to do with fucking motorcycles. I don't know anyone that owns one even. Like, this whole time, like, if I could have sat there and, like, oh, it's fucking my old boss or something. As far as I know, he didn't have one. Well, not an old boss that I, like, spent time with. There's an old boss from the last job I had, and there's photos of him online with motorcycles, actually. Oh, right, and there was a woman that went to, okay, there is a couple things, but yeah, see, they're so separated how to remember it. Like, there's a job I had, there was a lady there. She said that she had cancer in her leg, and she found out because it felt like she pulled a muscle. And then the next thing I know, they told me she died, but like apparently she didn't. So like, why did you lie? And she likes to ride motorcycles. And then there was the boss at the last job I had, who, it's like they played some game where they hired someone who looked like Jeff Bezos to show up on my training day. What, just to, they like planned ahead and they wanted me to seem crazy or something? Because like I really doubt it was actually Jeff Bezos. It's just pretty sure that it's not the actual owner. Because the actual owner is just like chunkier and has a mustache, and this guy was like thinner. I mean, this guy looked like Jeff Bezos. And like said something to him about how stress kills you in August of 2019, and he looked at me like I had 7 heads. As if like I was predicting the future or something when you put it in context of what happened in 2020. But yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna like commit myself thinking that that was really him. Why the fuck would that have happened? Yeah, and he tried to give me a hug, and I like was like, no, I don't like being touched. It makes so much more sense that they hired an actor guy. That they even have like a list of doppelganger people that they call up for whatever the fuck they want, because they use it to like freak people out and make them look stupid. I swear to God. The stretch. Yeah, and then there was across the street, they have a little garage thing. There was a day they had someone pull out of their garage on a motorcycle. So I mean, it's like, it's almost as if they were like saying like, "Hey, it's us. Be mad at us. Direct your fucking attention at us." Why? Okay, yeah, you definitely could have sat in that fucking window and saw everything happening on the street and didn't give a shit. Cool. You want to make it a religious thing? What are you trying to fucking do? Why did you do this to me? This is stupid. And I mean, you can't, no, like, it's like, no, if you say it's us, we've got so many people that will say you're stupid that, like, it'll, look like you're stupid. Haha. Because obviously, like, yeah, you've been there the whole time. You didn't fucking do anything. We wanted you to talk about a religious take. Why would you have wanted that? Yeah, we almost killed you for you to write a story. Get the fuck off of me. Oh my God. Oh my non-existent God. Yeah, the fucking sirens in the background and everything. Like, no, we want you to like tell the tale of a fucked up place. Why? Because you don't want people to move here. You want some story to go out so that, and you think I even have that kind of like, no one listens to me. You really got confused. No one fucking listens to me. What a waste of all your fucking energy and mine. It was the most atheist city in the country. How many people here even consider themselves atheists? Because like I said, I met 3 people in 10 years. Well, so what? You're fucking with me because I'm a girl. I'm a feminist girl. I'm genetically Jewish. I'm an atheist. I worked in a smoke shop and was a fucking licensed bud tender. Why are you fucking with me? Well, I moved here with my ex-boyfriend. Almost as soon as we got here, we moved into an artist community. That should have been like the be-all end-all, the best thing ever. That dissolved for various reasons. And various people leaving and they didn't renew my lease. Then I had 3 months in hell with somebody that should have been my friend and it was a nightmare. And then I moved into this building. When I moved into this building, there was only one person for like through 2016. That was still so like 2015, 2016, there's the only person that fucking stuck around from before. And then they died in 2017 in May. And in 2017 or in 2016 I had so back up, a job. I didn't know anybody in my building. No one fucking talked to me. All there was that one friend from the art place. Then I lose my job and people start talking to me. And it was like, up until like my friend died, they were my friend. And I feel like my friend died and there was like a switch off with other people to be my friend. And then they would like take turns between 2016 after I lost my job, 17, 18, like 2017 into 2018 they weren't my friend. Like it was like this switch off thing, and like sometimes I'd be left all alone. Then 2019 I was alone and some guy shows up and like starts dating me we dated for like 2 weeks or something, or I feel like I knew them for 2 months and we dated for 2 weeks. It was like a really short amount of time, and I thought they poisoned me and shit. So it's like kind of terrifying. And then 2020 hits. That's like my whole life. That's all there was. That's all I ever got to fucking do. I had to scrub toilets from 10 to 18. I got to go to college from 18 to 22. I move here and I have to stand at a cash register or scrub toilets from fucking 2012 until 2019, or well, early 2020, February of 2020, and then I've been locked in my fucking room from 2020 to 2024. And that's my whole fucking life. That's all I got. And everyone else is just like having so much fucking fun all the time. Even if they're murdering you, they're having so much fun. But my life before even the age of 10 was like a screaming grandmother. That was my life. And one thing to remember is this, my grandmother being pissed off. That's all my life ever was. Pissed off Graham, scrubbing toilets, school, scrubbing toilets again, and then being locked in my room. Fuck this shit. Yeah, I'm not dying for you. Fuck off. Fucking monsters. Yeah, that is all I have to fucking say right now. It's 8:43 p.m.